Hey guys, this is going to be a video tutorial on how to upgrade the 350D Corsair case from a air cooling system to a SLI water cooling system. So these are all the parts I have that I'm going to use. I'll go through them real quick, show you what I currently have in the system, and explain how I'm going to go about the upgrade. So we'll start out with my case, my 350D. So I currently have one graphics card, a 780 Ti. It's the Asus Gen 6 motherboard with an i7 4770K, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, a Seasonic X750 power supply, two Samsung 840 Pro 512 SSDs running in RAID 0. So I've already cleaned the system up a bit to get ready for the water cooling setup. You can see I removed the hard drive cages that were here. The SSD cages were up here. I have done a lot of cable management as well as putting the SSDs behind the motherboard tray. So I also have Noctua F12 fans that I will be using in conjunction with the radiators. Right now everything's just set up for air cooling. When I built the rig I was planning to upgrade to a water cooling system, so I didn't bother with a aftermarket CPU cooler. So you can see there's already quite a bit of space in here. It's going to be tight, the water cooling setup, but I've done my measurements hopefully well enough that everything will fit. So I have my SSDs. They're velcroed to the back of the motherboard tray, and I've already done quite a bit of cable management here to make room for the water cooling systems. So my plan is to have a dual 120 radiator in the front with the fans in their current location. I'll have the skinnier dual 120 radiator go in the top up here. We'll have a CPU water block, and then we'll have two graphics cards, both with a water block as well. In the area down here is where I'm going to put the pump and the reservoir combo, and hopefully it will all fit. So the parts I'm going to be using for this build are mostly coolants. So starting off, we have the X45 radiator from AlphaCool. This is the thicker one that'll be going in the front of the system. We have the ST30 from AlphaCool. This is skinnier, and it will hopefully fit in the top of the system. I'll be adding another EVGA 780 Ti graphics card. I'll be using Primo Flex Advanced LRT tubing in blue. And then so for the water cooling, most of the parts will be from coolants. We'll be using SLI connectors for the graphics cards, so we don't have to squeeze the tubing in between the two cards. Essentially, two of these blocks connect the cards and transfer the water and keep the cards kind of one piece. So I'll be going over that. I'll just be using a small 50 ml coolants reservoir top that'll go on top of the pump. So once I got this reservoir in the mail, I was actually just kind of placing it in the case, and it might actually be too tall at 50 millimeter. So we'll see if we can squeeze it in there. If not, I might have to go with a 30 millimeter reservoir to save some height. And then this is the CPU cooler, of course, from Coolants with the i7 4770K. So we'll put that on there. And then an additional video to this one will be the installation of the pump into the coolant's top and reservoir setup. So I'll be using the SwiftTech MCP 655 pump, but I will be putting it into a coolant's top, and then the reservoir will connect to the top. So this will be an additional video that I'll post on how to put all these pieces together. So this will be the pump top. The reservoir will go up here, the pump will go below, and I'll put a video up of how that goes together. In addition to the Coolant's water blocks, I'll be using a combination of Coolant's 90-degree compression fittings as well as straight compression fittings. And then we'll have this is the reservoir top, also from Coolant's. For the graphics card upgrade, I will be adding a 780 Ti, and it will also have the Coolant's water block on it. So I've already done one of them. I've already installed this one. I will be posting an additional video similar to the pump installation video on how to install this block onto the 780 Ti, since I already have my other one that has not been converted yet. So the plan is to have the video of the pump installation into the pump top, the video card block installation, and then as well as one or two videos just of installing the whole system and getting it running. So this will be a 4-part series, and I'll post them as they are made.